We are the pilgrims, Master. We shall go always a little further. It may be beyond that last blue mountain barred with snow, across that angry or that glimmering sea.
Docking in 30 seconds, Ilya.
Roger, Lima Zulu 1.
20 seconds.
Docking arm activated.
What I'm trying to say is, the humankind did not come to Jupiter just because it's a good place to manufacture liquid hydrogen.
Pilgrimage to a million stars.
A romantic view, but in this case, the right view. What are you doing in Jupiter system? Did you come all this way, 700 million kilometers, just to orbit a dead moon every 5 hours? Some of you are here because your astonishing abilities justify bringing you out from Earth. Some because your parents happen to be working in Jupiter system. I hope you all have ideals. I hope you all want to dedicate yourselves to the future of space exploration. I hope none of you have come to Jupiter system just to lounge around drinking Callisto Cokes and worrying about hairstyles. I hope you all consider yourselves crusaders in a noble cause.
Locking off, Ilya.
Roger, Lima Zulu 1. Welcome to the happy hour.
Victoria, I'm Rosemary Greenwood, the bursar, the one who wrote to you about your place here. Welcome to Columbus College. Is this all your gear?
It's all I was allowed without paying for excess anyway. We had an extra cash.
Well, not to worry. Come on, let's get you settled in. Most of the students are at Fimbo's science discussion group. And Fimbo Lewis is first officer. He's very enthusiastic.
Professor Brellan,
Mr. Lewis.
the more you talk about the expedition to Parkinson Star, the more fascinating it sounds. Now, I know you've always hoped to recruit your crew in the Jupiter system.
If you know that, you know more than I do.
Well, many of us wonder how many places are still available.
1 or 2. Well, how many here would go? How many here would go on the greatest adventure of all? Man's first ever Starship mission. Man's first journey to the stars.
I would. I'd go.
And I think I'd take you, Miss McBride. Well, that's it. Never mind Parkinson Star. I've got to catch the shuttle back to Space City.
Well, I'd like to thank Professor Brellan for addressing this, the last of my science discussion groups for the year 2049. And to assure him that not only Fiona, but everybody aboard Columbus College would be honored to join the Daedalus 10 expedition. And we hope the year 2050 brings it to fruition. Thank you, Professor Brellan.
Perhaps if somebody made an effort with him. Professor Brellan? Fimbo. Oh, no way. It's New Year's Eve, and the only boy on the ship I haven't kissed is Timmy. Pacific Orange Fighter Truck.
Card invalid. Please refer to bank.
I don't want to spoil anyone's fun.
Doesn't sound like it.
I've never claimed to be a dancing
Oh,
man.
but Fimbo, this is the Iliad. Dancing Man would be wonderful.
Yeah, Dancing Man would be out of this world.
But we're realists,
Scientists.
rationalists. You do claim to be a man, Fimbo.
I'll dance, I'll dance.
Pacific Orange Fighter Truck, debit February 2050.
Card invalid. Please refer to bank.
There's no use looking at it, Timmy. You're only torturing yourself.
This is Victoria Frobisher, who's studying chemistry and biotechnology. Isn't that right, Victoria? This is Timothy Shaw, computer science first year. Right. Now, what haven't I shown you? The dome.
Rosie, Either the computer accepts my grandmother's recipe for haggis, or I resign from the refectory committee forthwith.
Fiona, not even a computer can simulate a sheep's stomach out of a soya bean.
Well, I've given her an ultimatum. Haggis by 1800 hours, or she's had it.
Nobody wants haggis. Nobody will eat haggis.
Is it Scottish night, or isn't it?
Timmy, show Victoria the dome. There's a love. Then take her to your sister's room and introduce her. Right, Fiona, let's go and have a look at some menus. Right. What about shortbread? Everyone eats shortbread.
Have your parents just come out?
My dad. My parents are split up.
Oh, that's how it is these days. It's something to do with the life we lead and the food we eat.
The science discussion group was about the expedition to Parkinson's star. Finbo's desperate to get a place on it, but so far isn't having much luck. In fact, the only person from Columbus College who has been offered a place is, well, me. The offer came this morning from Professor Brellan. I've had about 500 applications, of course, but it seems I've got the right psychological profile. I'm unmarried, got no children. A bit young, but that's no grave disadvantage on a 12-year voyage. It's the first ever starship, and it's being built out here over Jupiter. Fiona McBride says it's a noble adventure for heroes. Others reckon it's 12 years locked in a loony bin with mad-bearded scientists. And that's only the women. Expect that'll make Susie laugh. Give my love if you see her. Professor Brellan's coming up from Space City tomorrow. I think he wants an answer straight away.
I'm going to meet him once a month when he comes down to Space City on leave.
What does your dad do then?
The technician on the Helium-3 ship. We're going to save up for 3 years and then buy a farm in Provence.
That Helium-3 stuff sounds a bit dangerous if you ask me.
Not really. I mean, nothing's dangerous if you're careful, and he's promised to be the most careful man in the universe.
This is Victoria. I'm showing her around.
Oh,
hello. Oh, I think you're sharing a room with me and Sarah Robbins.
Hey, Timmy, you don't want to show Victoria somewhere else, huh?
Yeah, see you later. Bye-bye, Timmy.
Bye.
That's my sister. She's been going out with him for nearly a year.
What do you mean, going out? I mean, going out where? There's nowhere to go out, is there?
This is going out.
What?
The dome. When you come here, it's called going out. There'll be tears, I expect. Jean-Francois's going back to Earth next week.
Oh, I wish I was.
Nothing. Nobody cares. Out of sight, out of mind.
Mine's from Bob.
Good old Bob. Yeah. 3 brothers and a Highland Terrier, and not one of them bothers to say Happy New Year, Hurley.
He's been asked to a party with a girl called Glenda Albright, but he's going to stay in and mug up for his accountancy Part 2 papers.
Good old Bob.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. I'm going to dedicate my life to Fimbo Lewis.
Hurley?
You know, perhaps I'll marry him and become like one of those awful women in Space Wives.
You say something here that's very peculiar. Something really odd.
Good talk, was it?
Daedalus 10. Everybody's very interested.
Oh, yes. You still haven't heard?
Countdown, please, Ilya.
No.
Countdown in 5, Lima Zulu.
There's this
1.
bloke I once met at Moon Station. Clever chap, psychiatrist or something. Worked on the Javelin survivors in that government loony bin in Frankfurt. They're still there, most of them. Did you know that? Anyway, he reckoned the first one went loopy after 4 months. Disorientated. Overpowered by the enormity of it all. This bloke kept asking over and over, what's beyond the furthest star? We're going past the furthest star. Drivel, of course. They're only supposed to go a light year toward the nearest star. But once he started, the rest just crumbled. Crushed they were. Crushed by the enormity of it all.
All I can say, Elliot, is if they'll have me on the Daedalus 10 mission, I will be proud to go.
Oh, yes, well, if they'd have me, I'd be proud to go. I remember when they offered me third mate on the Mars job. Tubby Wainwright and Giuseppe Poccolato in the mission to spacemen on Great Portland Street.
There's a malfunction in the map screen. Sector Delta 4507. I'll have to send an engineer up.
Well, it's got to mean something, hasn't it? Prepared for a big surprise on Thursday. A big surprise? I mean, how can he surprise me when he's in Nottingham and I'm in the Jupiter system?
I keep telling you, he's found someone else. I mean, we all know what men are, don't we?
Oh, well, thanks a lot. Are you Victoria Frobisher?
Yes.
Oh, well, I'm Sarah, and this is her Linda. She's in the room next door.
Welcome to the madhouse.
Look, I'm sorry, I'm not feeling very well. You don't happen to have an aspirin or anything, do you?
Aspirin?
I'll get Rosie or Piers to come and look at you.
I don't want anybody to look at me.
Well, I'm sorry, but any illness in space has to be reported.
I just want an aspirin. Somebody please help me. Look, all I said was that I had a headache and I wanted an aspirin.
Look, I'm not as young as I look, honestly.
He's done 5 years at Guy's Hospital.
Licensed to take blood samples throughout the galaxy.
Well, you're not taking mine.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Victoria, Medicom can't create an antibody without a sample of your blood.
Well, it can't have a sample of my blood.
You've been in space for 9 months. We can't afford to take risks.
Aspirin, paracetamol. God, you'd think I was demanding heroin.
Look, we don't have aspirin or paracetamol or antibiotics.
In that case, leave me alone, will you? And tell those two creeps outside to stay outside.
You know, I don't think I'm going to enjoy sharing with her. I don't think she's got a very sunny disposition.
Yeah, there's a bed free in my study.
Yeah, but you snore, Helinda.
I do not.
Yes, you do. That's why Janie moved out.
If she's got a space virus, it could be all over the ship.
Look, I don't suppose for 1 minute she's got a space virus.
You don't know, Piers.
Well, I can't test her for viral DNA without a genetic fingerprint, and Lord knows where it is.
I'll get on to medical centre.
All right.
Can I have a word with you girls, please?
Can't we go in then, Rosie?
Just a quick word first. Won't take a minute. She's very upset. But Piers doesn't think she's physically ill, just very unhappy and depressed. Well, as you know, it can often take time to settle down after the voyage out.
Oh, well, I thought I'd go bonkers in that module. And my mum was screaming at my dad, "Never again, you old basket."
Yes, well. Victoria's now nearly 700 million kilometres away from her mother, her friends, everyone she's ever known in life, except for her father. And he's gone to the helium-3 plant. Men.
Men.
Try and talk to her. Try and get her to come along to the party later, but don't push it and be gentle with her, okay?
Okay, Rosie.
Right, I'll get out. You know Fiona's trying to teach Petra how to make a haggis.
There's a call coming through at 2350 for James Bromwich, and he wants to take it here for some reason.
That's all right, I'll wait.
Miss the party? Shame. Oh, Fimbo. I hope I didn't put you off earlier when we were talking about the Daedalus mission.
I don't think anything could put me off.
No, of course not. I remember when I had the lust for adventure a long time ago.
Space City Control. Will you please look now at Sector Delta 4507 and then tell me I'm going off my head?
What are you doing, greedy boy?
Minding my own business.
You know it won't give you anything till March.
Boys are so greedy.
Look, there'll be plenty to eat at the party, Tim.
Yeah, you better not get anybody to buy you any of that. Because if you go borrowing any more credit, you'll be in real trouble.
Fungus bum.
Pardon? I didn't say anything.
No, it's sometimes hard to believe that he's Melody's brother.
Yeah.
His metabolism seems quite different.
And his brain.
Yeah, well, Melody hasn't got much of a brain.
He's got a brain of a criminal.
Not exactly aspirin. A bit more advanced. You mustn't worry about Rosie. She's a good bursar, and like all good bursars, she worries about her flock. You've got to remember what can happen with an epidemic on a ship like this, with the air recycled every 6 hours. Something like space virus.
If you told me I had space virus, do you know what I'd do?
No?
I'd laugh.
Well, I should rather like to see you laugh.
Thanks.
If you did have space virus, eh, you'd kill all of us.
fancier. You know, a dead rose or something. Well, I don't mean just dead. A pressed flower, that wouldn't weigh much. But the Valencia isn't due till the 13th, and he definitely says I should prepare for a surprise on Thursday. I mean, it's not as if it's like him. He's always been very prosaic. If I was to hint to him about him sending me a pressed flower, he'd want to know why he should send a dead rose 400 million miles. Where did you get that from? Get what from? There, in your hand behind your back. You're supposed to be banned from chocolate bars. You're supposed to be signed on with the Chocoholics Anonymous. It's a present from my girlfriend, actually. A surprise all the way from Earth, except I don't go on and on about it. Have you been at it again? You have, haven't you? You've been at it again. Like, give Sarah and Linda a dance.
What?
Be the gentleman. Come on, Piers. What's she dancing with him for? She's got a bloke. She's only got a bloke at the end of the week. You don't think she's... She can't be, not already.
She might not have much brain. There's nothing wrong with her predatory instincts. Well now, Jean-Francois.
The last night of the old year. It's a big time in France.
Yeah, well, they knock it back a bit in Nottingham. Are you glad to be going home?
Oh, in some ways. I'm very sad to be leaving Melody.
Yeah. She's sad to be seeing you go.
I've got a calendar in my room. I cross off the days.
Yeah, so does Melody. Come on.
It was in Sector Delta 4507, a blackout. 20 arc seconds squared across. Might have been more, it's hard to say. There's not much giving out light in that part of the galaxy.
Well, perhaps a passing craft saturated the scanner.
No other craft in vicinity, Space Center.
Well, we didn't see anything. Here, you haven't been hitting the Glenfiddich early this year, have you?
I don't think so, Space Center.
Anyway, it's gone now.
Well, yes, it's gone now. But there was clearly a malfunction, and as such, I am reporting it.
What's the diagnosis?
Well, the computer couldn't see anything, but there is definitely something there. Or rather not there, because I saw it. Or rather didn't see it, with my own eyes.
Look, in half an hour, we've got our White Heatherlies up at Galtieris.
Tomorrow, please.
Wilco, Ilya. Happy New Year.
And to you, Space Center.
I have a call coming through from Earth. What's all that about?
Common room calling Finbo Lewis.
Petra.
Finbo Lewis. Are you standing me up?
Direct Earth call for James Bromwich, arriving Jupiter system in 90 seconds.
They were my grandmother's. She had them when she was a little girl, 60 or 70 years ago. She's kept all her stuff from when she was little. You know, records, dolls, everything. Proper magpie. We always said it was a good job she didn't have to come up to Jupiter. She'd have needed an interorbital liner just for her hand luggage. Have you got a bloke?
No. Why?
Oh, that's what makes girls miserable when they have to leave their blokes behind. I've got a sort of an arrangement with my Bob. We still stay faithful and everything, only he's allowed to go out with girls for half an hour once every third leap year. No, I was just joking. He can go out in a group, you know, dancing and that.
Look, if you want to go to the party, it's all right.
How's your head?
I just need to rest. Quietly.
Oh, come on, Victoria. It's nearly midnight. You don't want to see the new year in on your own?
My dad will be thinking of me. And he's not far away after all, is he? I mean, the Helium-3 ship's only just on the other side of Ganymede. We promised we'd think of each other on the stroke of midnight. I'll be okay. Look, I said I'll be okay.
Come on!
What? Where?
Somewhere on our own.
Don't you want to sing Auld Lang Syne?
I want to kiss you.
Melody?
It's Victoria Frobisher, the new girl.
Is that Melody? Who is she with?
Jean-Francois, of course. Who else?
Oh well, I'm with the Motley.
Sarah, is Victoria all right?
Her mum's run off with a social worker from Brent Cross. Her dad's on the Helium-3 plant. She hasn't got any brothers and sisters and she wishes she was dead.
Oh, well, I knew it was something like that. Oi, Timmy, come and dance.
You'll forget me. 5 minutes and...
5 minutes? You'll be lucky. Oh, Jean-Francois.
Oh, Melody.
Darling.
I'll think of you every day till the seas run dry.
and the rockies crumble.
I love you, Melody.
I know.
Partir, c'est mourir un peu.
Oh, God!
James, I'm calling straight away without trying to sort out a considered reply, because I want you to think things through very carefully on this one. I know that when you're out in space, there can be a strange love of space. Remember what Prince Faisal said to Lawrence. The English have a love of desolate places. Well, there's nowhere as desolate as deep space. But you can't stay in space. You have to get back to real life. Your mother and I feel it would be the most terrible mistake of your life. James, there'll be no turning back from Daedalus 10. You'll go onward and onward, year after year after year.
Sounds good to me. Midnight Greenwich Mean Time in 5 seconds.